Sullivan. I'm a former IRS agent and teaching instructor with the IRS. Welcome to my YouTube station. This is the home of the 5-minute or less video. I worked for IRS for 10 years. I've been in private practice for 40 years. I'm a national expert in resolution matters. I've been on national TV many times. You can see me, more importantly, my staff at 777irs.com. Today, I'm going to talk to you about the offer and compromise. I used to teach the offer and compromise program at IRS with a pen not like this. I used to accept offers and deny offers. Peter Salinger of my office has worked about 3,000 more offers and compromise. He was a former group manager, group chief of the offer and compromise in the New York district. So between the two of us, we are experts in the offer. So whatever we tell you, you're hearing the truth from the actual horse's mouth. We file offers and compromise, we get them accepted, and we don't file offers and compromise, and that's what I'm going to talk to you today about. Many people think this offer and compromise is like God's gift to taxes, and that people have these magic wands that boop, all of a sudden offers and compromise are going to be accepted. The offer and compromise is tough to get accepted. Let me tell you, because you have people like me and Peter looking at your offer and compromise, and when we do, we kind of look for what is going on. A matter of fact, I will tell you, I'm going to write this down because we look for the actual stink on the case and see what does not make sense. I'm going to write stink down because I'm going to do a video on the stink. So the offer and compromise is a very specific program, very specific. You must know the program, and the reason it's dangerous if you file an offer and it doesn't get accepted, even though you can appeal it, okay, you extend the statute a year plus the time it was in offer status. So right now, it's taking a year for the offers and compromise to get work, plus the time it's in offer status. So who knows how long you're extending the statute. You could be extending it 18 months. You don't know, and you may not want to do that. If you're at least halfway through your statute period, you may not want to file an offer and compromise because it's possible where your case is, if it's in currently non-collectible, it could die in currently non-collectible. So there's a lot of factors you have to weigh to determine whether you want to go ahead and file that offer. The program is a very specific program. Just know these two things before you make a decision. Know that IRS is going to drill down on your assets, and they're going to come up with a value. But what kills most people is the National Standards Program. People do not understand the National Standards Program. IRS is only going to allow you X amount of expenses to live on a month. You're going to put down your actual expenses, and IRS is going to say, no, those are no good. This is my pen I use for no good. IRS is going to say, no, we're only going to allow X amount of expenses. How do you know where to find those expenses? I'm going to tell you. You can go ahead and Google IRS National Standards for Food and Clothing, IRS National Standards for Housing and Utilities, IRS National Standards for car payments, IRS National Standards for car expenses. IRS is going to limit the amount of expenses that you can take, okay, on the offer and compromise form itself. So if you may have $4,000 in expenses, IRS is going to say, no, we're only going to allow $3,000 in expenses. And now all of a sudden, you're stuck with $1,000 more, and now you've given IRS a clear avenue to go ahead and collect that tax from you. So be very careful. Just don't file an offer and compromise unless you know what you're doing. If you're going to hire someone, you better hire someone that has a lot of experience. Okay, so like us. But if you're not, don't hire an offer and compromise mill. If you're going to file it yourself, know the National Standards Program and know how IRS is going to look at your assets, and at least you'll have a chance. Right now, the average acceptance rate is only what, I think it's 24%, 23%. just know what you're doing if you're going to file it, because you don't want your offer and compromise period extended. Give me a subscription if you would. I gave you everything I got. Subscriptions help me. Thank you so much.